Move the omission of 53B, Your Honor.
Can I have more data, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
So, am I correct to understand, so that is the exact way it was when you put it in that envelope? There's nothing different on that?
Besides the being opened and resealed.
How many times was it opened and resealed?
It appears at least 3.
Do you know who specifically opened and resealed?
At least 3.
Do you know who specifically opened and resealed that envelope, sir?
I personally do not.
You don't know when they opened that envelope? You don't know who opened up the envelope? And you say it looks like 3 times, but you don't even know for sure how many times that envelope was opened up, do you?
Objection, compound.
Sustained.
So do you know how many times specifically that envelope's been opened up?
I do not.
Okay. Is it fair to say then that you don't know because you haven't seen the chain of custody on that, have you?
I have not.
Okay. Are you in charge of the evidence in this case?
Once it's tagged into evidence, they keep track of it.
Whose name?
Evidence unit personnel.
You have not been keeping track of the travels of that envelope, have you?
No.
You don't know whether or not that envelope has remained in evidence? You don't know if it's gone out of state? You don't know who's actually even handled that, do you?
Objection, compound.
I'm sorry.
Sustained.
You don't know who's actually handled that envelope? Who's ever put their hands on it? You don't know, do you?
After I tagged it into evidence, that was the last of my involvement with the envelope.
And you agree, though, that the envelope has been opened and closed since the time that you tagged it into evidence, isn't that right?
Yes.
And you can't testify to what was in the envelope when you tagged it into evidence, can you?
I left it sealed from the Office of the Medical Investigator.
So you don't know whether or not from the time that it was put into evidence, something else has been put into that envelope since then, do you?
I don't know.
Your Honor, a complete lack of foundation. I object to its admittance.
Any response?
It's the same response, Judge. Again, this is going to its weight, not its admissibility. Case law says that we don't have to show an absence of tampering. The chain of custody has been testified to that that's a typical practice. They maintain it. And we're going to open the envelope and see if the projectile you recall seeing is in there.
Counsel, by preponderance of the evidence, I'm convinced it is what it purports to be. He testified that it was, other than the times being opened, it was substantially in the same condition as when he received it from OMI. 53B will be admitted over objection.
Right. If I may approach a witness, just put the 53B sticker on.
That's fine.
And
let me just, Mr. Holmes, I'm sorry, but can we continue with this tomorrow?
that was exactly what I was just about to suggest, Your Honor.
All right.
I don't know if there's another envelope inside of that one.
Well, we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and recess for the evening. Please be back at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Have a pleasant evening. Be in recess.
All rise.